Welcome to our view of Mitt.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
So
I mean,
we could have our own TV show. Think about it.
So how many of you guys, when you got started in the cabinet, were registered Republicans?
I wasn't.
Well, I was.
You are.
I was an independent.
Yeah.
Are you an independent now? Or?
I'm an independent registered, but I am for Mitt Romney. I'm not independent about that.
Ditto for me. I was an independent at the time, and I'm for Mitt Romney, and I tend to vote Republican, but I'm still registered as an independent.
And I've been a lifelong Democrat, and will continue to be a lifelong
And so how did
Democrat.
he bring you in as a lifetime independent?
He saw me not by my packaging. He wasn't looking at me as a black woman, as a liberal Democrat. He was looking at, what have you accomplished? You know, I'm a believer that if you can work in any kind of an environment where that's barrier-free, and somebody can look at you just based on look at your capabilities and your performance, and not see how you're packaged and get all caught up in that other stuff that's not important. Any of us can do magnificent things, extraordinary things. So you're asking me something that still continues to touch my heart, because again, I never thought that he'd be interested in this Democrat, and a liberal Democrat.
I'm glad you gave this to me, because I was trying to think back on all the things we did, and I forgot half of what we did. I'm really impressed with us.
Funniest thing on the campaign trail, when people, they don't know that Mitt had the #1 rank for women in the cabinet, and then I start telling them.
In the country, the number
And,
one
yeah, in the country, thank you.
That's right.
Yeah.
He still hold the record today.
Yeah,
he does.
and they're shocked. And
Right.
then I
And
tell
especially
them,
when they meet us. They
Yeah,
think, oh my
no.
God.
And we couldn't be more different, right? That's
No,
what drives me crazy, when they try to lump all the women vote together. It's like,
Right.
women think very differently. We're all incredibly different people. We have very different views on things, but
That's-
yet
yeah.
we all came together and
That's right.
And would work
That's
things
right.
out.
Mitt made 100 promises, and we kept them all.
When I think about things that matter to me and to a lot of women, I always look at his record, and I'm proud of that record as it relates to women in top positions in state government, because when you think about it, before 2003, when we came in, women were not even matched by the numbers available in the population in top jobs. I think there were around 30% compared to over 50% in the population, and he turned that around in a couple of years.
My favorite story from government that I told a lot of people is, we were in the governor's, what do you call that, the conference room there that was next to the governor's office.
Off the governor's conference room.
Yeah, thank you. And there were probably 29 men and just me, and they weren't getting what Mitt wanted done. And so Mitt basically told me, he said, Renee, you know, look, here's the deadline, here's what you have to deliver. I was like, okay. And these guys, they kept fumbling and foiling. And so there was another, one of our cabinet members in the governor's chair, which was much larger. And so I had to walk over and channel for shit, and I was like, you need to get up and move. And then he said, no, I'm sitting here. And I said, you need to move. And he said, no, I'm sitting here. And I said, right now, move. And so I sat down, and I try to be nice. So that I learned from Shane, because I wasn't always necessarily nice even for the first 2 tries. But all these men about fell out of their chairs because, wow, that chick was really in charge.
The heart of his economic turnaround was, of course, he led the way. We're all women, and a lot of us right here.
We say humbly.